Hey guys, welcome to our channel. This is Nina Means, Director for Austin Community College Fashion Incubator, and we are here for our live session for Coffee Talk. So I wanted to get a chance to share with you some of the things we've got going on here at the ACC Fashion Incubator. We love all the exciting new projects that we've got going on. We've been really busy, so you'll see a lot of new things coming out. I believe last week we talked to you about the Workforce Education Series. And the survey that we have out with the City of Boston. So if you haven't taken that survey yet, we want to see your answers. We want to see what's going on in your fashion industry, in your world. So definitely let us know how we can support you and what you need in order to grow your business. So one of the things that I wanted to do was to talk to you about this Macys series that we have. It's a virtual series coming up called The Future of Fashion. This is a really exciting time for us to get a chance to share with you about all of the new exciting projects that we've got going on, but this one in particular, because this Macys partnership is now 2 seasons old, working on this virtual series. So I want to just send a special thanks to our team, Julie Martin and Michelle Washington, for all of the work that they've done with securing our partners, Michelle French for also working as an instructor on this particular project, and being able to bring a lot of our advisory board members and our local network here to the forefront. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what can you expect as a part of the Macys series. Unfortunately, the class is sold out. So we start next week, and it filled up almost instantly last week when we went live. So we are so excited that we've got 50 registered participants to be a part of the course. There is a wait list. So if there are people or participants who drop out of our series, you can actually still put your name on the list, and we will let you know if a spot opens up. We also are in the process of working on our 3rd round of the Macys course. And so the next time it goes up, if you haven't gotten a chance to get in on this round of the course, we'll make sure that we contact you and let you know when the next course goes up and goes live. So without any further ado, I'd love to tell you all about what you can expect as a part of the Macys course. So this time, instead of it being a 6-week course, it's now a 7-week course. And the reason why it's 7 weeks is because we added a lesson on sustainability. And I just want to let you guys know how important this is. Our industry is growing by leaps and bounds, and we know that without a talk on sustainability, this is a really huge opportunity that could be missed for designers who are considering to build their brand. So we want to make sure that you get sustainability up front whenever you're thinking about how am I going to create my fashion label, and is this really for me? Is this something that I really want to do? And so consider it the prequel to our Designer in Residence program. This is really just going to give you a checklist and some resources to help you get going, and put you on the next best step to apply for the Designers in Residence program. The applications are going up in June for that program. So we can't wait for the next cohort. We've got 1 cohort on now with 6 brands, and we're expecting another 6 to 8 brands to sign on for the fall. So without any further ado, we're going to talk about Macys. Macys, we want to thank Rick Gabriel, the store VP manager over at the Barton Creek Square store for Macys. This really was his brainchild, his initiation, really reaching out to us to collaborate with the Fashion Incubator here locally. Macys has a huge place in their business and in their hearts for small business and for cultivating minority-owned and women-owned businesses. They've worked with a variety of different kinds of brands, and we're really excited about what it is that they're going to do. Thank you so much for understanding our work from home. A little bit of background, but we're here, we're focused. I wanted to just kind of share with you a little bit about our next opportunities here for the course. So as I mentioned, it's a 7-week course instead of a 6-week course. The first course is called Time and Sacrifice. That is led by one of our advisory board members, Ann Casper. And what she's able to do is to be able to explain to you, what does it really take for you to start a brand, and what kind of time and requirement would it be for you to actually get going? So it's really key for us to be able to explain that to you and support you with that. We are then going to jump to when it's talking about marketing and developing your brand, really what does it take to define your brand voice? And so that's something that we do with Roran Killian, who's also on an advisory board, but she is a consultant for digital marketing and human-centered marketing here in the Austin area. Then we go to fashion sustainability with Lisa Hendrickson, who's a professor at the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York. What I love about this, is that even though the pandemic has been, really challenging and difficult for so many of us, it's really kind of opened up our world in a lot of ways too, having to work digitally and engage people from all over. And so the benefit of that in the digital setting is that we've been able to engage with our brands in a really meaningful way. So, we can talk with people who are in New York, we can talk with people who are in Los Angeles, and really integrate all of those resources to execute at a high level, really unique programming for our local community. So Lisa Hendrickson joining us from FIT in New York, also my alma mater, so I'm like, go Tigers. But we're really excited to have her here as a sustainability pioneer and award-winning entrepreneur and business leader. So the next session is going to be focused on production and supply chain. And this is really something that we'll do with one of our in-house staff, Michelle French. She is phenomenal. She's one of our, our stars here on the team as well. We've got a really amazing core team, Julie, Martin, our administrative coordinator, who also handles a lot of our marketing. We've got Michelle Washington, who handles our instructional programming, so things like this Macys program. And then Michelle French, who really focuses on production and product development. So she's going to be helping to teach what happens throughout that process and kind of breaking that down into bite-sized bits for those of you who are just now learning what it takes to bring a product to market. Then we will work on sales and distribution with Amberleaf. So this is a mother-daughter duo. They have an amazing collection that they sell here locally and globally. They've built their brand out of this area. And so it is possible for you to build business and grow your brand here from Austin. So you'll hear from Amberleaf on sales and distribution. The design and development talk will come from another team member here at ACC, and then we'll end up with capital and financing. And then we'll end up with capital and financing from the VP of Guarantee Bank and Trust, Ryan Coxum. So we're really excited about all the things that we've got going on. We're really fortunate to have such an incredible team of experts joining us to help guide and direct these new designers who believe that they have what it takes to start a fashion business. So we believe that you have exactly what it takes to start a brand, but we know that you're going to need some time to really look at what it's going to take in order to get your foot in the door. We worked with a variety of different companies before, and we look forward to kind of introducing you to other brands in the future. This is really something where we continue to cultivate relationships throughout our ecosystem to be able to deliver a high quality content for our community as well as for our our industry. And so if things like this are of value to you, we want you to share these videos. We want to share whenever we go live for an Eventbrite, share it within your network. You never know what it's going to do to impact someone else. And so we really want to drive value throughout our industry, exposing people to various parts of our business that maybe they weren't as aware of. There's a lot of us who worked in fashion for a number of years, but have never really worked in sustainability or never had the experience of working sustainably at the companies that we've worked for in the past. Now that sustainability is front and center and it's so key to the way that we work, a lot of brands and businesses are really wanting to double down on how do we really solve these issues to save our environment and to really create value long term. So guys, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate the community that's been built around the Fashion Incubator, the network, and the resources that have come together to pull these things together. And we are going to end here. So thanks again. We'll see you guys soon. And my name is Nina Means, Director for Austin Community College Fashion Incubator.